Games of war have been a part of the human experience for centuries, but only recently have they become part of common culture. But what are war games? Why do people play them? And why are they so compelling for those that do? Let's cut to the chase. This is a time machine, and so is this, and this, and this. It is a time machine made of cardboard, paper, and inks. It seems simple in composition, but the effect it creates can take you back in time to relive past events, forward towards encounters that may be, or to places that never existed but only have been imagined. While the game is the machine, the imagination is the fuel. It provides the power for the time machine to function. Through it, we can interact with people, places, and events from long ago, through today, and into the distant future. The symbols, markings, and artwork provide just enough information to allow the machine to work. Too much detail, and the interaction fades into observation. Games reflect the human experience, and warfare is the most tragic, heroic, and all-consuming of experiences. Wargames themselves are not acts of war, but instead reflections cast in paper, cardboard, wooden blocks, and inks. The game can place us in the shoes of leaders who commanded many thousands of soldiers, or put us inside a B-17 flying over Europe on a bomb run. We can walk in the boots of a soldier treading through the jungles where the enemy is near. The scope and scale of war games allow us to travel for a few feet of land or across the universe. Wargaming is not only about history, but it's about form and structure. Map, hexes, and counters are the most common, but there are other forms as well, most notably cards. It is true that the form and structure are not as important compared to the history and situation that they present. Some war games are specific to a single battle, some to a campaign, and some to a war itself. And yes, there are charts, sometimes lots and lots of charts, and rules, sometimes lots and lots of rules. But some war games have few rules and charts. Okay, relatively speaking, few rules and charts. Yet despite the reality of math, which seems the antithesis of imagination, the rules and charts also fuel the experience. But as with any genre of games, there are a large number dedicated to conveying the conflicts using simpler rules. Such games tend to be called light war games or historic board games depending on their focus. War games do not celebrate war, but rather they are distant reflections, a counterpoint that allows the gamer to see, touch, and experience in a limited way the conflicts of the past, present, and future. When soldiers are lost, when companies of combatants are wiped out, they are mere paper or wooden representations. They are no more real than the monsters, orcs, or fantasy opponents found in other types of games. But it should not be overlooked that many war games are simply great games. They provide an entertainment value that can be rich and immersive. They offer an outlet for those who want to explore history, take on the role of a soldier, a pilot, or a commander, or other type of person. Which gets us back to this, the time machine. If time is a river, then we have a direct connection to our past, a shared history that comes back to life when we play war games. And while we cannot see above the swells of the river to view our past, the war game allows us to experience a hint of what it must have been like. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next Wednesday.